If you are disappointed, you just don't like good pasta. That's my opinion. Let's go.
Don't feel anxious, don't feel shame. If there's a question, it can't wait.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Super grateful that you are here. As per always, I hope you're having a beautiful damn day. Sorry for not having the typical intro in this video, but unfortunately it's just been kind of gloomy over the last couple days and it's not been prime filming weather. So I hope this will do. This morning we started off with a hot chocolate with some lion's mane mushroom and some maca powder as well. And I love maca powder and I love lion's mane mushroom. Both of them are so damn good for you. I recently learned, however, that maca powder is really good for your libido, which kind of explains a lot for me recently, to be honest. So anyways, for breakfast, we just had a yogurt bowl with some blueberries and banana. I mixed some protein powder in with that yogurt, but unfortunately I just lost that footage and sometimes technology is just not on our side. Anyways, for lunch, we are just having some leftover pasta and I crumbled in a quarter block of tofu for a little extra protein and gave it a squeeze of lemon as well to make it taste a little more fresh and inviting. I enjoyed a coffee with my lunch as well with a little bit of oat milk in it. I am a milk in my coffee type of person. And I also added a little bit of tahini to my pasta to bring up the creaminess and deliciousness. For dinner, I totally forgot that I was filming a what I eat in a week video. So let me just tell you what I had for dinner. I went out to Buffalo Wild Wings and got cauliflower wings, tossed in, I don't remember what sauce, some kicking honey garlic sauce. And then I had a drink that sort of looked like this. And I don't remember what it was, but it had orange juice in it. And then I also had a Moscow Mule, which honestly is like my favorite drink. I'm not encouraging any alcoholism here, but if we enjoy a drink or two, try a Moscow Mule with bourbon. And I swear to you, you will not go back. Anyways, for breakfast today, we are having a yogurt granola bowl. And let me tell you, this one hits freaking different. I go through phases of like loving granola so much and then never wanting to eat it. But I want to show you how I made this granola because I recorded it a couple days before I started this what I eat in a week video. So let me show you the recipe. Super simple. We did 3 cups of oats, a quarter cup of cocoa powder, about a half a teaspoon of salt, crushed up about half of a cup of walnuts, added a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds and a quarter cup of cacao nibs, and then a quarter cup of tahini. I freaking love tahini in granola. I think is the best seed nut butter that you can use in granola. I then added a half a cup of maple syrup and 2 tablespoons worth of coconut oil. And for a little extra fall vibiness, I added 2 handfuls of dried cranberry, which is so damn delicious. Dried cranberries and pumpkin seeds together in a granola. Oh, just so good. Anyways, so this was my breakfast on this day, and I also enjoyed it with a pumpkin spice latte, which was so damn delicious. And the recipe for this pumpkin spice latte is in another video, which I will link up in the cards and down in the description box below because you guys know how much I love my delicious morning drinks. Also, recently I bought a crap ton of bananas because 1, I love bananas, and 2, I did not have any frozen bananas. So I waited for these bananas to get a little brown and then threw them all into a container so I could have them for smoothies. I then enjoyed a granadilla for a little snacky poo and then made some lunch because I was freaking hungry. I've been obsessed with kale recently and I massage my kale with a little bit of lemon juice and salt, but sometimes I use lime juice or vinegar as well. You just need acidity and you need salt, and that helps break down the kale so that way your body can digest it better. Anyways, I had some leftover rice and broccoli, so I warmed that up, and then I also had some leftover tofu scramble that I warmed up, threw some sauerkraut and some guacamole in with it. Guys, sauerkraut is freaking amazing for you, and definitely get your fermented foods in, as I always say. And guacamole as a topping / salad dressing is the best. So after I had my lunch, I was sitting outside. It was a little chilly, so I warmed up some mulled apple cider, which is also in the same video that the pumpkin spice latte is in. So definitely go check that out. And after a long day of editing, we needed a nourishing pasta dinner. So I chopped up a leek, some onion, zucchini, and a mushroom, and one mushroom, multiple mushrooms. Threw my onion and my leek in my frying pan first with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, and some chili flakes. Let that saute until everything started to get a little bit brown. Threw in my mushrooms. And once they started to brown, I threw in my zucchini along with a little bit of basil, crumbled in some tofu, added some other spices. And with this one, you want to go low and slow. You don't want the heat to be extremely hot because you want the onions and the leeks to really cook slowly so the best flavors come out of them. I added a bunch of lemon juice, vegan mayo, and some fresh basil as well, and then mixed that all on up and enjoyed.
So in my eyes, the basis of a really good pasta is fat, salt, and acidity. That's it. You know, I got my fat from the oil and I added a little bit of vegan mayo to this. If I had tahini, I would have 100% used tahini. But you know that big thing of tahini that I bought like 3 months ago? Yeah, it's all gone. I ate that entire thing, which is literally insane. And I go through maple syrup, like jugs of maple syrup, so fast compared to other people cooking at home constantly. Oh my goodness, I go through things so fast. Anyways, okay, this pasta, so freaking delicious. Oh my goodness, adding that like onioniness and that garliciness from the leeks, you know what I'm saying? Freaking bomb. And then that meatiness with the tofu and the mushrooms. I've ate a whole chunk of my hair.
Not gonna lie, I have really enjoyed having my morning drinks pre-made because I made all of the drinks for my warm drink video all in one day. I wasn't gonna drink them all in one day because I would have literally exploded from too much caffeine intake. So I just bottled them and threw them into a fridge and enjoyed them throughout this week. I haven't had to think in the morning. I literally just dump a bottle of stuff into my pot and warm it up. Anyways, after my morning drink and chilling out for a little bit, we needed some delicious breakfast. So I'm just throwing together a quick green smoothie with a bunch of frozen bananas, frozen spinach, protein powder, coconut milk, maca powder, vanilla extract, and some peanut butter as well. And with my delicious green smoothie, I enjoyed some melon as well because I love fruit. It makes me happy.
Let me spit my game. You know.
All right, let's get started on lunch. So we got some red cabbage and some kale. We added some salt and some lemon. We massaged that all on up, added some red onion and some cucumber and some leftovers. This is just a great example of how to hype up your leftovers, okay? Don't just put them into a container and put them into your fridge. I know you guys do this. I know I do it too sometimes. We pack up our leftovers with all of the good intentions and then forget about them as if they've never meant anything to us. Let's not abandon our leftovers anymore, okay? Let's show them the love and attention that they deserve and desire by hyping them up in a delicious bootable like I just did. Anyways, let's move on to dinner. I was not feeling anything too technical, so I chopped up an onion and a sweet potato, seasoned it with some salt, some pepper, some basil, and some mustard powder as well. And I put chili oil in my pan first. I made this chili oil myself with Scotch bonnet peppers, and let me tell you, that oil made my sweet potatoes so damn spicy. I could have used a lot less of it, but at the same time, I love spiciness, so I wasn't mad about it. And I highly encourage you guys to make some spicy oil at home. Maybe don't use 2 Scotch bonnet peppers like I did, but maybe I'll show you a good tutorial one day. Anyways, with our roasted sweet potato, we needed some Brussels sprouts as well. So I just seasoned these with some garlic, some maple syrup, and tamari to kind of give it like a quote-unquote honey garlic vibe. Even though I used maple syrup, we just needed the sweetness, the garlickiness, and the saltiness to make these so damn delicious. And I packed this up and actually brought it over to a friend's house and enjoyed it there. For breakfast, I needed a big old bowl of delicious goodness, so I sauteed some onion and some garlic. carrot with some mushrooms as well. And then I peeled a bunch of chickpeas. Peeling your chickpeas just makes your body digest them a little bit better. And I always find when I eat chickpeas with the peels on, I get a little bit bloated, and not just the normal type of bloated that you get after you eat a meal. Like I get uncomfortably bloated. And I want to say there's nothing wrong with bloating unless you're uncomfortable, because really you're not bloated after you eat. You just put something in your body, so your body's just a little extended. Anyways, let's talk about this tofu chickpea scramble that we got going on here. After my veggies have nicely browned and the carrots were almost cooked, I added my tofu and my chickpeas along with salt, pepper, tamari, chili flakes, garlic powder, turmeric, and some balsamic vinegar as well. I then let that saute until the tofu started to get crispy and browned, because I hate when I eat a tofu scramble and it's literally just like mush. I want some crispiness and some texture to it. I threw my delicious tofu scramble on my obsession recently, which is massaged kale. Topped it off with an avocado to get my fats in, along with some sesame seeds, nutritional yeast, and some green onions. And I was a happy gal after that, I gotta say. I also got to admit, let's just be honest here, I've been kind of addicted to caffeine recently, and I haven't been drinking a lot of caffeine, but I've just been craving caffeine, and I hate it, and I gotta stop. I gotta control myself.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? We are back from the grocery store. I just did a little grocery haul this time because next week I'm planning on doing a what I eat in a week, but on a budget. So I don't want to have a lot of stuff in my fridge that is going to go bad, because I want to go to the grocery store and buy everything that I need for that week, like right on hand, to show you guys everything that I got and then all the meals that I made from everything that I bought in that week. If you like that idea, let me know down in the comments, because I'm pretty hyped on it, not gonna lie. So let's just run through it super quickly. Got this big thing of kale. Oh no. Recently, I'd say over the last like month or so, I'm just obsessed with kale. Thing of tofu, couple of things of pumpkin. I think I'm gonna make a pumpkin soup either tonight or maybe tomorrow for lunch or something. Just a nice little cucumber, a zucchini, some limes, because I love limes. I just love limes. Got some hummus, because literally hummus is such an essential thing for me to have in the house, because I use it for pasta sauces, salad dressings, throw it on toast, whatever my mind can think of. Hummus is the answer, basically. Pineapple, enough said. Bananas, because we all need a banana in our lives. What? I don't know. Bag of peas. That's everything. That's all I got. And I'm currently just gonna snack on one of these like Builder protein bars. So it's basically a candy bar, but I just love them so much. So good. The mint one, it's where it's at. It's where it's at. Peanut butter one, not so good. Chocolate one, it's just a chocolate bar. Mint one, mint, chocolate together as a team. Also, got myself a ring light. Don't know how I feel about it. Let me know down in the comments, please, what you guys think about it. Because if you like it and you think it makes the video look better, 100%. I'll put the extra effort in. I'll plug in my ring light. I'll make the video look fresh. If you don't think it makes much of a difference, or it doesn't really like do anything, let me know, because then I won't use it and I won't put in the extra. Please let me know. I need you guys' help. I need your opinions. I value you so much. Let me know what you think. So something I really love to do and I find super useful and helpful for like just daily life is pre-washing my vegetables. So as soon as I get home from the grocery store, I dedicate myself to washing all of my fruits and vegetables, so that way when I'm hungry and ready to eat, I don't have to think about it. So with that said, to do with my kale, I take it off the stems, I wash it all in a strainer. I take it off the stems, I put it in a strainer, wash it, and then put it into a sealed container. And it keeps fresh so much longer, and it's already washed. So makes my life a jillion times easier.
You may think that
After my grocery haul, I needed a damn snack, because after thinking and looking at so much food at the grocery store, I was hungry, but did not have the patience to cook anything too technical to fill this hunger craving. I just had some melon with some blueberries and some yogurt. We chilled out for a little bit and then decided to make that pumpkin soup that I talked about, because after I said it once, I was like, yeah, that's going to be dinner. That's going to be dinner. So I read on the internet somewhere that you don't necessarily have to peel your pumpkin. However, this specific pumpkin that I bought had a really tough skin, so I decided to peel it off because I didn't really want that in my soup. But an easier way to peel a pumpkin is to cut it at the grooves or the ridges or whatever you want to call them, and have like an individual chunk of pumpkin and peel it like that. Probably didn't do a great job of explaining how to peel that pumpkin, but go back and watch what I just did, and I'm sure you'll be able to understand what I'm actually saying here. However, we roasted our pumpkin for about 35 to 40 minutes at 400, and then we sauteed an onion with garlic and an apple as well to bring some natural sweetness into this dish, because we wanted fall flavors with cinnamon and cumin and sage. So adding a nice natural sweet element to this dish really did a delicious number. I'll write the full recipe for this pumpkin soup down in the description box below for you guys, because I gotta say it is damn delicious and literally just such a fall vibe. It is the fall vibe I want to carry for the rest of this season. Okay, here I am showing you guys my addiction again. I cannot help it. I need to stop. I need to stop. I can't be doing this to myself. It is not good to drink coffee all the time. And it's just, I just like the taste, and then I just crave one because I want the taste of it. And you know what? It's not horrible, but it's just not the best. As we were sipping on our coffee, we needed breakfast because it's not the best to drink coffee on an empty stomach. So I made some oats on the stovetop, added a scoop of protein along with a little oat milk, threw some coconut yogurt on top along with some blueberries and some hemp seeds and some peanut butter. We got our carbs, we got our fats, we got our antioxidants and our protein, along with our omega-3s as well. Anyways, along with coffee as an addiction, I also have massaged kale as an addiction right now. You know what? Life is all about balance. So I've got one addiction, but at least I have a healthy other addiction. Along with our massaged kale, we just had some leftover sweet potato and onion, some leftover quinoa, some pickled carrots, and some homemade sauerkraut as well. I have been loving making my own sauerkraut recently. It is so freaking delicious, and I like when the sauerkraut has a little more crunch to it and it's not just like literal shreds of cabbage that just turn into mush. It adds some texture and some tanginess to a Buddha bowl or sandwich. Oh, it's just so freaking good, guys. And along with that bowl, you saw I threw some hummus on there and some balsamic vinegar, and it was freaking delicious.
This is such a struggle. There we go.
Okay, guys. Okay. Let's just address the elephant in the room and say that you may recognize this kitchen. You may recognize it, and I shall explain what is happening in my life in an up-and-coming video. But until then, I will just let you sit and wonder and wait and guess what is happening in my life. Anyways, okay, let's talk about dinner. So we chopped up a bunch of veggies. We got some cauliflower, some rutabaga, some acorn squash, some Brussels sprouts, and we're just seasoning them with some olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, thyme, rosemary, and we're gonna throw a touch of cinnamon on here as well. Again, we are just feeling fall. We are vibing it right now. I'm 100% for it. I rubbed the oil and the spices into the veggies and then threw it into the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 35 minutes. I then enjoyed a glass of wine. I'm not sure if any of you guys are wine drinkers, but I love Cab Franc. It is one of my favorite wines, and if you have not tried a Cab Franc, I highly recommend it. However, it is kind of hard to find, and I don't understand why, because it is literally the most delicious wine. However, we got some couscous, our tofu, our veggies, but I could not eat this whole plate, so here were my leftovers. I want to show you guys what I actually eat every single week, and when I can't finish something, I'm gonna show you. And when I want extras, I'm gonna show you. For lunch, we were feeling a very relaxed avocado toast, so he had some guacamole already made, so I had that on some multigrain toast, along with some homemade sauerkraut, threw on some iceberg lettuce and some hot sauce as well, because you already know your girl loves to spice things up. And I gotta say, I love that hot sauce. If you guys have not tried it, I highly recommend it. It is freaking delicious. Midday, I decided to have a tea because I realized that I had an addiction to coffee, and we were trying to sort that out. I then snacked on some chocolate and we got started on dinner.
Puzzle piece.
So as you saw, I sauteed up some portobello mushrooms with some salt and some balsamic vinegar as well. And after those were done, we just threw them into a bowl and got started on some broccoli. I seasoned my broccoli with some salt and some chili flakes, threw in some water and threw a lid on top to steam them and cook them a little faster. Got my hands out of the kitchen for a minute and had a much needed kombucha break. And I have to say, this kombucha was really damn delicious and I highly recommend it. We had a craving for mac and cheese, but did not feel like going through the whole 9 yards of making it ourselves. So we picked up a couple boxes of the Go-Go quinoa mac and cheese, and I gotta say, I was shocked at how good it was. It tasted like KD, but like one up KD, like a level up from KD. Topped it off with our steamed broccoli and our portobello mushrooms, and of course I had to add some Frank's hot sauce on top, because Frank's hot sauce with mac and cheese just hits different. And for the most exciting part of the night, we found this mint chocolate chip ice cream. I really enjoyed it, so much so I ate a quarter of the container. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button because it really supports my channel. I'm sending you all so much love and I appreciate every single one of you. Again, sorry for not having the typical intro and outro in this video, but we will reconvene in next week's What I Eat in a Week video. I will see you again soon for lots more content coming your way. Mwah.